Posible umanong makapasok sa Pilipinas ang international terrorist group na ISIS sa loob ng 3 hanggang 5 taon. Ayon kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, ito ang dahilan kung bakit gusto ng pamahalaan na bumili ng makabago at malalakas na armas.
Bukod sa ISIS, pinaganda din ng Pangulo ang mga sundalo laban sa teroristang grupong Abu Sayyaf na naghasik ng labis na karahasan sa bansa.
Paliwanag ni Pangulong Duterte, determinado ang kanyang administrasyon na matamo ang tunay na kaayusan at kapayapaan sa Mindanao. Abangan ang detalyeng yan maya-maya lamang.
Samantala, nananatiling determinado ang Malacanang sa paglaban sa operasyon ng iligal na droga sa bansa. Kumpiyansa naman si Presidential Legal Counsel Attorney Salvador Panelo na hindi magdedeklara ng martial law ang Pangulo sa kabila ng malalang problema ng droga sa Pilipinas. May ulat si Rocky Ignacio.
Binigyan din ng Malacanang na prioridad ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang kapakanan ng publiko kaya determinado itong linisin ang bansa laban sa operasyon ng iligal na droga. Magkagayunman, kumpiyansa si Presidential Legal Counsel Attorney Salvador Panelo na hindi hahantong sa pagdedeklara ng martial law ang lumalawak na suliranin na iligal na droga sa bansa. Git pa ng kalihim, maaari naman magdeklara ng batas militar ang Pangulo sa ilalim ng kasalukuyang konstitusyon upang proteksyonan ang sambayanan dahil sa nakabambanta sa seguridad ng publiko dulot ng malalang problema sa illegal drugs.
Application of the provision of the Constitution when it says that the President may declare martial law when the public safety requires it. Now, almost everyone is in agreement that public safety is endangered. The imminence of the danger is so apparent that the President has to move and act swiftly and out of the box. The effect of the announcement immediately put a stop to all operations of the drugs because having been named as either cuddlers, protectors, or pushers, as well as drug lords, necessarily the people involved, if they are so involved, as the intelligence reports say, would then stop operations.
Wala rin nakikitang chilling effect sa publiko ang pahayag ng Pangulo dahil marami na rin itong matatapang na pahayag. Magkagayma, nilinaw nito na hindi pinag-uusapan sa gabinete ang batas militar.
I don't think that there is a chilling effect because if you recall, even during the campaign period, he was already telling us that he would perform a lot of things. He said, if I remember right, first, he would close Congress. If Congress would not be cooperative with respect to the platforms and programs he would undertake to raise the standard of living of the Filipinos, to make reforms insofar as governance is concerned. If Congress insists on the corruption level that it has been appended to it, then he said he would close Congress. In other words, he has been telling us already that he would declare a revolutionary government if he fails because the agencies that should respond to him would fail. So, the Filipinos, in voting him in a landslide win, have already given him that mandate that he can do the things that he promised us during the campaign.
Nauna nang sinabi ni Pangulong Duterte na walang nilalabag na batas ang pamahalaan sa kampanya kontra iligal na droga. Kasunod nito na nawagan ng palasyo sa lahat na masusing unawain ng talumpati ng Pangulo at ikonsidera ang bigat ng problemang kinakaharap ng bansa dahil sa iligal na droga.
The President was not ordering the arrest or even requiring the surrender of these people involved or appears to have been involved. Because what he said was for them to report. In fact, with reference to the judges, he said they report to the Supreme Court. This means the President recognizes the demarcation between the three branches of the government.
Para sa PTV News, Rocky Ignacio.
Ako po si Cathy San Gabriel. Subscribe na sa PTV YouTube channel. I-click lang po ang subscribe button.